Sister Laila live. Sister Laila live. Weekly for the show at the hour. Ask Sister Laila live. Sister Laila. Invite your friends and family. Get cozy. Ask Sister Laila.
Join us every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Ask Sister Laila live call-in and answer show. Please join Ustada Laila Nasheeba. If you have any questions in regards to this theme, call in at 862-370-2838. Now streaming on various platforms right here on Sunnahfollowers.
There or join YouTube and type your questions. I'm not going to open up the mic there. Walaikum salam, Brother L. Do you have any questions, Brother L? We had a very good Q&A for your special topic that Brother Mukhtar hosted. Alhamdulillah. Walaikum salam, Sister BK from London. It's good to see you as well. And I'll give my salams to all the sisters in Birmingham. I got a lot of sisters who like to watch me, and they send me a lot of gifts from Birmingham too, especially the tea. I got a lot of teacups and teapots from Birmingham. My sisters in Birmingham. Let's give my salams to them. A lot of followers in Birmingham and London. Alhamdulillah. They make me feel so good. Walaikum salam, Sister Samira too. It's good to see you here for all the classes as well. Alhamdulillah. Are there any sisters in my Zoom room with any questions? No one's in Zoom room with questions? I don't think so. Are there questions in Zoom room? No one in Zoom? Okay.
No.
Yeah, they don't have them there. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me log on. Yeah, Rumble. I can't see. I keep forgetting that Rumble's got the issues. I may log on. I can't see the questions on Rumble, but I got a couple there. All right, hold on. I forgot they changed it. And by the way, I did post out some shorts for the Maqasidic tafseer class. We're doing the Maqasidic tafseer class of Surat Nisa, which is a very powerful chapter of the Quran because it's addressing the rights of women. Okay, I'm on Rumble now. It's addressing the rights of women. And we went over a lot. We covered verses 1 through 10 yesterday. And some of you sisters sent me emails asking for me to put some shorts out. I just put them out. So please make sure. I've been putting a lot of shorts out lately. We're covering a lot of information. The 6:30 class is the Aqidah class. We're back to Dr. Kareem Abu Zayd's book on Get to Know Your Lord. Okay, I put some shorts out yesterday on what does it mean, the basic Aqidah stuff. And then we did the Maqasidic tafseer, Surat Nisa, verses 1 through 10. I just put those shorts out today from yesterday. So you guys can go to the tab, the YouTube tab, click on the tab that says shorts. I think I did 4 or 5 videos from verses 1 through 10, where it speaks about the rights of the orphans and the rights of marriage, the dowry. A lot of you didn't know that. And this is the problem. I'm going to speak about it now, sister. I'm on Rumble. A lot of you come from African backgrounds. I have a lot of my students are from African countries, from Ghana. I have a lot of students from Ghana, a lot of students from Somalia, a lot of students from Nigeria. Part of your culture is when the girl gets married, they give the dowry to their father or their uncles. The dowry is not for your father. The dowry does not go, yeah, you're from Mali. Yeah, the Malis. I don't know why the Africans do that. You know, you're from Mali. That's still, that no, the dowry does not go to the father. The dowry does not go to your uncles. The dowry goes to you. Okay? It goes to you. It's and the Surat Nisa. We went over that yesterday. It's Allah is clear. Allah clearly says that in the Quran, even in the English transliteration, as we went over yesterday. Yes. So you just got married and they gave your dowry to your uncles. Your uncles divided it up. See, this is where you from? Mali. This is Rome. I got 3% Mali in me too. I know. Yeah. Africa, all the African countries do this. Sister Omar here. Are you in here? I got one of my students is from Mali too. Omar here. Is Omar here logged in?
Assalamu alaikum. I'm here, Sister Laila.
Wa alaikum salam. When your daughter got married, you didn't give her dowry, didn't go to her father, did it?
He didn't even see it, Sister Laila.
Did he?
He didn't even see it.
Good.
I already Sunnah here in Sunnahfollowers.
I was gonna say.
That happened to me, but it's not going to happen to none of my kids.
Oh, so when you got married, they did that too?
Yeah, they did that. My dowry goes to my father, and they give some to my uncle, my auntie. I didn't see no money in my dowry. No cent.
So that's what this sister is saying. She's from Mali too.
That's what they do, my country. Yeah, that's what they do. But for my daughter, the husband come and bring the money to her. I was feeding. He give it to her. The husband, he know that it's her right and that go direct to her. He's telling me, is that okay for me to give it to her? I tell him it's okay. Anyway, it's her. So he gave it to her in front of me, and I didn't touch no cent in it.
Yeah.
She just go directly put it in the bank account and pay for her school because she's doing nursing. Sister Laila, I forgot to tell you, put her in your class. She's gonna graduate on Tuesday, inshallah.
I was gonna say I would have been mad because your daughter grew up on this website. Yeah, she knew she knew better. But so this is
she took her dowry in her head.
So this is a problem in your country. So like this sister here, they do that. That's sad.
They do that. They do that everywhere.
So all the African countries are doing that, huh?
Yeah, they do that. They just take the dowry and like separate the dowry to the family member.
Yeah, well, this is haram. No, that the dowry. That verse of the Quran, sisters, that we went over in my class is correct. The dowry does not go to your father and your uncles. It goes to you. And like that verse says, it's a respect thing. You know, it's supposed to show respect, sister, for you. You know, it's a token of respect, you know, so I'm sorry. Oh, God, you know, she said.
I have one question regarding that dowry. Is that okay? Like, if somebody going to get married and the man tries to give the lady the dowry, and then she will say, it's okay. It's okay. She tell him not to give her the dowry, and they get married. Without that dowry, he didn't give
if the woman doesn't, I mean, you know, that at least he made the offer. If she doesn't want it, I mean, that's on her. I mean, he made the offer, like we talked about in that verse. It's a respect thing. It's the man's. It's a respect. It's showing his commitment to the marriage. And I just put a short out. That's one of the shorts I put out. It's a respect thing, and it goes two ways. I mean. First of all, that's why I took it American. Here in America, a lot of the women here, you know, are independent, self-sufficient. You know, a lot of the Muslim women in America are independent and self-sufficient. You know, we have money. We're like, I use myself as an example. I'm self-sufficient. I got my own money. You know, I don't need so. But still, we accepted this the man's token of showing that he's serious about the marriage and how he values you. He's committed to this. I'm serious. I'm going to offer you something. You don't want it to be a Quran or a prayer rug. I mean, come on, show me that I'm of some value. You know, offer me. You don't want it to be high, like no $10,000 or no $20,000 or nothing like that. But just a token of respect. A token of commitment. The dowry is a token of commitment, a token of respect. You're not going to give me a prayer rug. You're not going to give me a Quran. You know, and you're not going to give me no $50. That's nothing. You're going to give me a token of respect to show that, you know, I care for you. You know, this is respect, commitment, a decent amount of money. And the woman could say, well, I don't really, brother, thank you for your offer. You know, it could be, she could turn it down. She could say out of her own, I could say, you know, hey, I got everything I need. It was the offer that was so nice. May Allah bless you, brother. She could remit it if she wants to.
Yeah, one lady telling me that she did that, so I was telling her, why did you do that?
I mean, she
didn't know.
She could have been well off. Maybe she's a rich lady. She doesn't need no money. It was just the thought. You know how they say the thought that matters. If she's a well-off woman like Khadijah or something, she could have said that it's the thought that matters, you know?
Yeah. You know, Sister Laila, my daughter, he gave 4,000 for the dowry, and he bring 1 month ago, he bring 3,000 for her to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the clothes and
that's good.
Like whatever.
When I married Sheikh Atlee, my dowry was $2,000 to make Hajj. I wanted to make Hajj. I told Sheikh Atlee, I mean, I had a good job. I worked for the state. I had everything. I didn't need nothing, but there was one thing that I couldn't give myself, which was Hajj. So I told Sheikh Atlee I wanted to make Hajj. Sheikh Atlee gave me $2,000 cash. He brought it to me, $2,000 cash. He put it in my hand. Here's your dowry. Here's $2,000. That's how much it cost back then. Back then, when I married Sheikh Atlee, it cost $2,000 to make Hajj. He came and put $2,000 in my hand and said, here's your Hajj. Here's your dowry. And I kept it. And then when it was time to make Hajj, I gave it to him. You know, I mean, you know, but you know, that's all I needed. I mean, I needed to make Hajj, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's what I could think of.
I was going to say, Sister Laila, about the whole dowry stuff. I remember I was like so curious as to why it's so reversed, and like you said, the African cultures. And I was telling someone one day, I was like, no, like the woman, you give her the dowry, like the guy who's proposing to her gives her a dowry, and they're like, the adults were like, no, it's the other way around, because if the girl gets the dowry, that means we're selling her off. And I'm like, that's not selling your daughter off, though. You got it backwards. That's not how it works. So they view it as selling your daughter off if she gets the dowry. But if the parents get it, it's not that way. And I was like, that's messed up.
They're using reverse psychology, because before Islam, I'm gonna tell y'all the history. Y'all know I got a degree in history. That's some history. Before the event of Islam, remember, women were of no value. That's what they did. Not just the Africans, but the Vikings, the English people, all people sold their daughters. Daughters were sold. If you marry my daughter, I will give you my kingdom. That they sold their daughters. Islam stopped people from selling their daughters. So the Africans are lying. They used to sell their daughters before Islam. Islam stopped them from selling. No longer can you sell your daughter for property, sell her for a price. Now the price goes to her. Instead of the price going to you, it's got to go to her to show her that she's of value. Allah took the money away from the father and gave it to the girl who had been buried and killed before Islam. Because before Islam, the female was of no value. Now that Islam, now Allah said to undo the justice that was done to his vulnerable creation before Islam, because Allah is the vindicator. Allah vindicated us women. Now, after all these centuries of killing us, you got to give that back to us. You pay us for what y'all have done to us all these years. So no, that's a lie. Allah says now you pay us. Give us back our rights. That's Allah's way of vindicating us women. Giving us back the rights that were taken away from us. You got to pay us now. Now you're paying me. But that's a lie. That's history. See, Allah makes right the wrongs that the creation does to each other. So Allah made right the wrongs that the creation did to women, the most vulnerable Out of all the creation, Allah said the weakest of all his creation is the female. So after all those years of abusing the female, Allah made it right by making the man pay us for marrying him. So that's how that is. So the Africans are lying. They're just trying to justify to lie to a woman to get her money because they're stupid. They think you're stupid because that's how man is. Like Allah says in the Quran, man is forever ignorant.
Yep. Even with that, Sister Laila, the men, I don't know if somebody can say, but my country, some men, they think if they give that dowry, they think they buy you. Even the money go to you, they think that dowry means they buy you. You understand? And that will make them abuse you. They will abuse you. They think you was been sell out to them. That's what they think. Yeah. Because I hear somebody who said that to his wife. Yeah, her parents take the money, so.
Well, just don't listen to
out to him.
But the way you get over that is by throwing the book back in their face. Say Allah speaks the truth, men lie. Just long as you keep that verse. And like I say, the verse is clear. We went over that. This is the first 10 verses. That was verse 6 of Surat Ali Imran. And that's the English. And the English is clear. If the English is clear, that means the Fusha is even clearer. So that's it. They can argue it, they can fight it, but you cannot change the laws of Allah. The laws of Allah is clear. And you can't twist it, you can't bend it, you can't break it. It's sealed with the hand of Allah. So they can say whatever they want. This is the law of Allah. The dowry goes to the woman, and it's a form of commitment. It's a form of trust. It's a form of honor. That's what Allah said. Allah doesn't say that the dowry is dishonor. Allah doesn't say that the dowry is buying me. Allah doesn't say that. That's what you said. You're trying to change Allah's words. You're trying to make Allah's words dirty so you can take my money. But I'm sticking to these words right here from Allah. So give me my money, Father. Give me my money. Because Allah doesn't lie. Allah doesn't oppress. Allah doesn't hurt. Man lies. Man oppresses. Man hurts. Give me my money. And that's it. Because it's clear. The Nas is clear. And you say to your father, you raised me to believe in Allah. You raised me that Allah never lies. You raised me to trust in Allah. So now you want me to say that this verse of Allah is a liar? That Allah is a liar. Give me my money, Allah. Give me my money, Father. Give me the money. And that's it. It's just that clear. Okay? That's why I put that short out. Now, a lot of people will listen to my videos. I'm teaching y'all pure Islam. I am teaching you all Islam in its truthfulness with the understanding of the companions. A lot of people are benefiting from what I'm teaching you because it's straight from the Quran. I'm giving y'all the Maqasidic tafseer. We're using the books of Dr. Karim Abu Zaid. I'm not twisting nothing. I have my teacher, Sheikh Abu Atayib. He will get in my case if I'm twisting. Karim Abu Zaid is listening to this stuff too. So the stuff I'm teaching y'all is real. It's the truth. It's not, I'm giving y'all the authentic hadiths. Okay? It's the truth. It's not my fault that most of the women in the world are experiencing these problems. All of us are going through tests. All of us women have experienced issues with the dowry. Your African sisters, your father. Believe it or not, Arab women too. Arab women too. Their families take the money too. Their fathers take the gold and stuff too. This is a problem with Arab women too. Okay? African American women don't even get dowry. What's the problem with the African American sisters? The brothers give them prayer rugs. The brothers give them Qurans, or the brothers don't give them a dowry at all. Or if they do give them a dowry, it's $10. So women all over the world are experiencing this problem with the dowry. The Arabs and the Africans, their fathers and uncles are taking it. African American women are getting prayer rugs, Qurans, or no dowry at all. But other brothers out there may listen and say, oh, Laila's on some personal trip. No, I'm not. I'm teaching true Islam, and the women all over the world said they got a woman finally teaching it. But my thing is, like I said yesterday, who's gonna represent us? I'm just a woman teaching the truth. We have no Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam here to advocate for us, to take charge for us. There's no Abu Bakr. There's no Umar. May Allah really honor to all of them. Kareem Abu Zayd wrote the book, but no brother is going to stand up and speak out for this, because the brothers, they cover, and the brothers are the ones doing it. I ain't saying Kareem is doing this, but it's these brothers that's doing this stuff, including the famous ones. So, but you sisters need to know your rights. It's just my job to teach it. I'm teaching y'all the truth, and I don't want y'all to blame Allah. Blame it on man. Just don't hate Allah for the injustices. Know your rights. Your rights are violated. Stand up for them and fight for them if you can. That's all I can tell you. But don't blame it.
Thank you, Sister Laila. Jazakallah khairan for that, because I never know that. Still, I'm coming to Sunnahfollowers. If it's not because you teach us that, the same thing gonna repeat on my kids, because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
But because I know now, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
So everybody when I get married, his dowry goes direct to his hand.
Yeah, it goes to you. But you
Inshallah,
sisters,
and buy whatever you want to buy, whatever you wanna do. So I'm not taking no cent in it. And nobody's not taking that. Inshallah.
The dowry goes to the women, to you sister. It's a sign of respect. It's supposed to be just like it says there, respect and commitment. Shouldn't be too high. It shouldn't be too low. It should be on a level of that you two agree on, to show respect and stuff. Mm-hmm. They'll do it to you even if you know your religion, Omina. There's a lot of sisters who do know their religion and they still get screwed. Believe you me. But, we got sisters who know their religion and they can't fight culture. Like the sisters on my website, my Bantus know their religion, but they can't fight against their fathers and their uncles. It's hard to fight against your culture. You live in the Sunnah. You can't go up against your tribe. Or even a woman like me. I'm a woman of the Dowry. I know my religion. But let's say I'm married to a man who's supposed to be a man of the Dowry too. How am I going to make him do what he's supposed to do when he's a famous personality too? I mean, it's just a fight. It's a cycle. These are the days of fitting that we live in, guys. We live in the days of fitting. It's a cycle. But you sisters don't blame the deen. Just say this is the world we live in. And for me, it ain't important. I'm gonna be honest. I'm an independent, self-sufficient woman. A dowry ain't important to me. It really ain't. It's just not even important to me. That's why I tell you, sisters, go to school, get a degree, become independent, self-sufficient, where you don't need nothing from nobody. Trust in Allah. Let Allah be your provider and your maintainer. But it just lets you see the character of people. You get to see that people are not what you think they are. You can marry a man and think he's righteous. You'll think that he's the most righteous man on earth, and you realize he's the fraud. But be independent, self-sufficient, just depend on the law. But as far as the money is concerned, money, that don't bother me. I can take care of myself. But it's just character. Character is everything to me. It's hard to find the people with character. But money, have your own money. Yeah. But to answer your question, sister, no, that dowry is yours. It ain't your father's or your uncle's. Yeah. But that's why we're doing that book. And it's just amazing that, like I said, we're on Surat Nisa. Then after Surat Nisa, in that book, it'll be, what's that? Maida. These are known as the signs. We did Surat Baqarah and Ali Imran, the twins. And now we're doing the two known as the signs, Nisa and Maida. And don't forget this weekend, Surat Arad. Surat Arad, the thunder. And yes, I'll put those shorts out too. Y'all like the shorts? Yeah, I'm trying to, but y'all know I put those shorts out, but I'm telling y'all it keeps me busy. Whew. Okay, go ahead with your questions. Okay, here's the question from Sunshine. Okay, let's see, Sunshine. My baby here. I know who Sunshine is. One of my little Somalis, I think. Okay, here's the question. Is a wife obligated to cook for her brother-in-laws? That's one of my Somalis. Let's see. Is a wife obligated to cook for her brothers-in-law? No. Her brother-in-law is not her husband. No. This is some more cultural stuff. And this is what we're speaking about in our Aqidah class. We talk about el-wala wal-bara. You know, we have to learn, guys, the difference between culture when it comes to allegiance. We have to learn about to draw the line with that cultural stuff. Your brother-in-law. Remember, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, beware of the in-law. If anybody can get too close to your wife, is your brother-in-law. So you need to tell your husband to be careful of his brother, because his brother is dangerous. He can have his wife cooking for his brother to the point where his brother start having ideas about his wife. The brother-in-law is death. The in-law can be death to a man. So no, she's the only person that she's obligated to cook for is you, because you her husband. She ain't got but one husband. She don't have to do nothing for your brother. In fact, your brother is a stranger to her. Your brother is not her mahram. Your brother shouldn't even be in her house. I hope your brother don't live with her, because your brother should not even be in her house. Your brother cannot be alone with her, not even for a second. You understand? Not only is she not obligated to cook for him, he ain't obligated to be in her house. He shouldn't be nowhere near her. Period. Dot. He's a stranger. He's a dangerous stranger. Okay? Is that understood? She owes your brother nothing except if she walked past him on the street, she can give him salams. That's it. But she doesn't owe your brother nothing. Nothing. Not a bottle of water, not a handshake, not a meal, nothing. She owes your brother nothing. So get your brother-in-law, your brother, out of her house. He's a stranger to her. A dangerous, dangerous stranger. He's death to you and a stranger to her. Okay? I hope you understand that, because your brother can end up being her husband. She can end up divorcing you, marrying your brother. You want a cooler? Show you how dangerous your brother is. She can get rid of you. She can ask for a cooler and marry your brother. You want that to happen? Because maybe she'll cook your brother something to eat that you criticized her for. But your brother likes it. So she says, let me kick you to the curb. So she'll call the local imam up and say, I want a cooler. And she'll divorce you and marry your brother and live happily ever after. That's how he's death. He can be death for you and a good thing for her. So you better get rid of that brother. Get him out of her house. He might be a nicer version of you and a better looking one. Might be younger. Hello. Yeah, girl, don't get me started about no in-laws. Oh, yes, in-laws. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Yeah, the dowry can be whatever is reasonable for you. We all have different lifestyles, different needs, different whatever. Like I said, I'm an independent, self-sufficient woman. I didn't need nothing except a trip to Hajj. That's it. That was reasonable for me. Yeah, whatever is reasonable. The dowry can be whatever is reasonable for you. Okay, here's a question from Sister Leanna. Miss Laila, can I borrow a minute of your wisdom? I've got a question. I need your honesty, and don't make me feel dumb. I think what I'm dealing with is kind of odd, and that's why I'm asking you. Okay. My Muslim fiance said since I don't want to wear the hijab nor become Muslim when I'm married to him, he gonna take me to Mali or Morocco to get some magic done on me to protect me from hell. Okay, well, that's kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to make you feel dumb, but I don't know what kind of fiance you got, but magic is forbidden in Islam. Okay, anyone that practices magic falls in the category of an unbeliever in Islam. It's forbidden in Islam for us to deal with magic. Okay, so your fiance taking you to Morocco to get magic done on you, he falls into a bad category as a Muslim for us. Okay, that's a major sin in Islam. Okay, that's something that's very, very, very unlawful for us to do in Islam, and Allah knows best. Okay, here's the next question. Am I committing a sin if I show my hair to my wife's husband? Even if I'm underage? This is something that I used to do. I know with it. Your husband, your brother-in-law is not a mahram to you. My wife's husband. My wife's. You cannot show your hair. What do you mean your wife? Oh, my mind is all messed up from that other question. A woman cannot show her body parts to any man who is not a mahram to her. Your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law is not your blood relative. You cannot show your body parts to them. You cannot touch them. You cannot be alone with them in the same room without another person present. Okay? So if you're a woman, you have to cover up around your brother-in-law because he is not your mahram. Okay, if you are a Muslim man, you cannot be around your sister-in-law unless she is covered, and you cannot be alone with her in the same room. Okay, because they're not mahrams to you. That's why you can't live in the same house with them either, like that, unless they're covered up and stuff. You have to abide by the laws of hijab and stuff. Okay. Okay, is there somebody on Kick? Do I have a moderator on Kick? Okay, let me join Kick. Hold on, let me join Kick right quick. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me join Kick right quick. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. So yes, you cannot be alone with your sister, your brother-in-law. You have to cover up around him. He's not a mahram to you. Your uncle. Is your uncle a mahram? If it's your blood uncle, yes. If it's your mother's brother, yes. Your mother's brother is an uncle to you, yes. Your father's brother, yes. But if it's somebody through marriage, no. If it's some uncle through marriage, no. If it's through marriage, no. Yeah, we have to be careful. We have to uphold the rules of mahram. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have to be careful with that mahram. And by the way, to answer this question here, there's no dating in Islam. You cannot date. And I know that this is this new thing now that they have Muslim dating websites, Muslim dating apps, Muslim dating relationships and partners. This is all the signs of the time. This is all the days of fitan. There are no relationships outside of marriage in Islam. This is haram. This is haram. This is haram. All of this falls into the category of zina. This is all violations of the 10 Commandments and all of that. No, we do not date in Islam. There's no dating. None of that. Okay? None of that. Yeah, no dating. Yeah, you cannot have any dating apps and no dating. No, there's no interactions between male and females outside of marriage. You cannot be alone with the opposite sex, not even to learn the Quran. You see what happened? We have a famous personality from out of a famous Islamic school who's caught up on charges of, that type of thing, from having private Quran sessions, and look what it led to. Yeah, no private messaging, no private chatting, no communications whatsoever, unless it's business related strictly, or a medical doctor, you're communicating with your doctor or something like that. Business, like, for example, I'm going to communicate with Dr. Jamali about this website, something like that. But if it's just pen paling or talking and checking up, or hi brother, I like your video. Hi, can you and I we talk about it? Oh, how you doing? I'm just checking to see how you are, brother. I really like your videos. No, we don't know. Trivial chat, no. Even if it's someone famous, I like listening to you on YouTube, brother. No, that all leads to zina. No communications like that. It's haram. No. No. Is it true that if I don't cook for my husband before morning prayer in Ramadan, he can blame me for his bad mood the whole day, and Allah will give any sins he did that day to me? No, none of that is true. This is why it's important that we have to learn our religion. And this is why I strongly encourage everyone, if you don't want to come to my classes, find a bona fide qualified teacher of Islam to learn from, because seeking knowledge of Islam is an obligation upon all of us. We don't just take shahada and declare la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah and that's it. We have to then embark upon the journey of learning this religion. We have to then go through the process of learning what it means to believe in Allah first and foremost, and then learning, the articles of faith and all of that, and then learning, how to pray and how to fast and the rulings of fasting, the rulings of the prayer and all of that. We have to take the initiative to learn our religion, and we have to learn it correctly. And you're not going to learn off the internet. You have to sit in the company, of a bona fide qualified teacher of Islam, like my students do with me. In my company, my presence, I'm teaching, I'm not lecturing. They come to my classes, I give quizzes, they learn the deen. You have to learn this religion from a bona fide qualified person. Okay, and it's got to be consistent and regular until the day you die. Otherwise, you're going to have these silly thoughts. Explain about the orphan, that part. That part was about how yesterday, back in those days too, guys, remember when we spoke about verses 1 through 10 of Surat Nisa, not only does that chapter of the Quran address the rights of women, but also the orphans, because orphans are often taken advantage of too. And even back in those days too, just like today, orphan women, orphan girls were married for the wrong reasons too, just so men could take advantage of their money. So those verses, I think it was verses, 6 and 7? I think verses 6 and 7 were also addressing the rights of the orphan girl, that they don't marry them just to get their money, because men would marry them under false pretenses too, just to take their money, their estate from them. Remember, these were the dark ages. When you guys look at some of those older movies on TV, even when you look at those King Henry movies back in the dark ages, the medieval period, this is the medieval period. Look how many women were married just to get their money, because they were rich, to take their estates from them, to take their kingdoms from them. Women didn't have any rights. They were abused for their property and money. So Allah sent those verses down, giving women rights and orphans rights. That chapter was sent down for the vulnerable. Like the shorts I put out says, Allah was looking out for the people who are vulnerable in society, the orphans, the women, the poor, the needy people who are overlooked by society. So yes, the orphan women were abused, were taken. And it happens today. How many women are married and they have money and the men take their money? Leave nothing. It happens. My sister here said it happened to her. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's a question here. To add, yes, Laila, should Muslims be able to adopt children? No, adoption is haram. We're going to talk about that too in this in that chapter. That chapter 2. Adoption is haram. Under no circumstances can we adopt, because adoption, it destroys the lineage, it destroys the laws of inheritance and everything. We can sponsor a child. What does it mean to sponsor? That means I can, put money up and I can financially support a child. But can I take that child and give it my name and claim that child to be part of my family? No, this is haram. But can I support that child financially? Yes, I can. Aisha, radiallahu anha, she used to sponsor a lot of kids. Okay, but can we adopt them and give them our name and say that that child is part of my family and all that? No, but we can sponsor them. Adoption is bad and dirty because it destroys the blood ties and all of that. But sponsoring, Islam encourages us to take care of other people. That's a form of charity. That's something good and clean. Yes. Okay, foster children, you mean like take kids in and take care of them? You mean foster kids like how they do in America? I'll take in some kids who need a home to stay in. If you mean foster like take in kids, yes, but make sure that if you take in kids that they're the same sex as you. Because if they're over the age of puberty, again, the laws of intermingling apply. So if you're going to foster some kids who need a home, a place to stay, you want to foster some girls who are so that way you don't have to worry about the laws of hijab and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if you foster some boys, if they're over the age of puberty, the hijabs have to apply, can't be alone with them because they're not mahrams. But if you want to foster girls, yes, you can do that. That's what Aisha radiallahu anha used to do. Aisha used to foster, girls and teach them Islam. She would take in young girls and teach them the religion. So you can do that. But they make sure that they're the same sex as you, that they're girls, not boys. So you ain't got to worry about the laws of of hijab and stuff.